Greetings. Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today is November 8th, 2022. Time is 11:25, I believe, a.m. I'm a little bit under weather, a little congestion, but not too bad. Should have done this video back in October, but this one is a tough one for me. The toughest one I've had to do thus far. So I think it's about 3.5. Okay, well, update. The biggest thing since April, since my last video, um, this is the biggest thing, the thing that I'm most focused on right now. My brother, best friend, known him pretty much all my life, Hollis Jerron Mason II. He was taken from us August 25th, 2022. So it's big. It's a big adjustment. I was godfather to his children. He's got a 14-year-old son, a 12-year-old daughter. I check on them regularly, make sure that they have everything that they need. But it's just difficult, because everybody should know by now, what my mindset is and what I'm trying to do, my goals as for this time in my life, this age. And the interesting thing about it is the day it happened, the day he was taken. I was in Detroit working with the UNIA. We were having our international convention. I believe it's the 64th International Convention. I was riding in the back of a car with a brother named Quahir, who serves as our 4th Assistant President General for the UNIA. And we were having a discussion about the African Legion, the defense force for our race. And we were talking about, gang violence and our brothers and sisters in the streets, that have violent tendencies, and how, even jails and things like that. Our military is already out there, but we have to organize them and train their mindset such that they know the true enemy. And while we're having this conversation, while we're having this conversation, my phone's blowing up, 911 emergency call. And come to find out, this is what was happening in Virginia. So, I don't know what to say, but when I look back, and I remember the last time I did a video, one of the things I highlighted was young Dolph. And his passing, his tragic passing, and just the state of the black community and the things that we do to those that seem to have some level of potential to help us. Nipsey Hussle, going back that far. And as of recently, PNB Rock was killed, robbed and killed in Los Angeles, rapper from Philadelphia. And Takeoff, rapper from Atlanta, Migos, was recently killed in Houston. But I've gotten to the point where extremely frustrated. But there's one of my favorite lines in the Bible, comes from Jesus when he says, like, Basically, he gets frustrated with people's level of faith, and he asks, how long do I have to be around y'all? You know, but it's just, oh ye of little faith, how long do I got to be around y'all? And that's how I feel now. There's no fear of death. Um, you know, so it's just about being serious about your intentions here in this world. When I think of manhood, and I just thought of this recently, but when I think of manhood, one of the ancient symbols of manhood is the Tekken, and the Tekken is the George Washington Monument is a Tekken, but the personification or symbolism of it is what it is, and you can see it from far away, and that's what I feel like manhood is supposed to be like. When we address someone, when we approach someone, we should be a representation of who we are, and it should be true, and they should be able to understand it and see it from far out. But that representation does not change depending on the weather or depending on the time of the current event. So we as individuals, and I'm speaking specifically to the men, black men, um, it's time to come together. It's time to pick a side. Either you are fighting for the liberation of our people, uh, or you're complicit with it, um, or you benefit from it, or you're just in the way. But if you're not on this side at this time, um, and you're older than the age of 30 years old, um, your manhood is questionable, in my opinion. So um, that's going to be the focus for the near future is getting people on board, understanding people's mindset, and organizing and solidifying those that wish to be defenders of our community and defenders of our race. And those that are not, they will be dealt with as needed. But that's my message for now. It's time to come together. It's time to organize. It's time to pick a side. And if you can't pick a side, one will be decided for you. So get ready. Still a lot of work to do. High Executive Council for the UNIA will be here in April in Atlanta. So we are preparing for that. And with that, peace, family. Race first.